Hello YouTube, welcome to my channel. It's Thempire. I'm doing another deck profile, but this time instead of an established deck that you probably heard of, or might have heard of, or okay, you might not have heard of Speedroid, let's be honest, but instead of an established deck, I'm bringing you a deck that I have innovated, all on my own, question mark. It has some similarities with some decks that people have created before, but I'm pretty sure that on the whole is something fairly unique. So we're going to take a look at it. It is Adventure Rank 3. Let's take a look. Alright, so here's the list. First thing you'll notice is your typical adventure stuff. We have 1 Wandering Griffin Rider, 3 Water Enchantress of the Temple, 3 Rite of Aramesir, 1 Draco Back, 1 Fateful Adventure. This is the adventure line. If you haven't experienced this, I don't know how to explain to you how powerful this all is. Rite of Aramesir obviously grabs the token. Water Enchantress grabs the Aramesir. Aramesir also grabs Fateful Adventure, which then grabs Wandering Griffin Rider, and then grabs Draco Sack after you summon Wandering Griffin Rider. Wandering Griffin Rider is a negate, Draco Sack is a bounce. Very powerful, very, very strong. But one thing you might not know if you are just an average adventure player or player against her, is that Water Enchantress actually has another effect. If you control an adventure token, you can special summon this card from your hand. And here is where the deck kind of comes to fruition, because Water Enchantress of the Temple is a level 3. And there's a lot of level 3 support, funnily enough. So what we do is we take advantage of that fact, and we've basically created a hodgepodge of a bunch of different archetypes that all work together in a rank 3 good stuff pile. But it's not really a pile because it's still 40 cards, for consistency's sake. So I guess let's just get the rank 3 good stuff out of the way first. We have my old friend Speedroid Terratop. I love this guy. He's a free special summon if you happen to draw him while you have no monsters. And then when you summon him, he grabs Takatomborg. And Takatomborg is another free special summon as long as Terratop is on the field. Now you don't have any other wins, so if you happen to draw Takatomborg without Terratop, you have just drawn a brick. And there's nothing much to do about that. You could replace these two for something else, but I like them. Next up we have Psychic Tracker, 3 of this. It's just a free special from the hand as long as you have a level 3 on field. Same deal with Psychic Wielder, except Psychic Wielder is also a tuner. We have 2 Junk Forward. This card also you can special summon from the hand if you control no monsters, just like Terratop. Not as good because it doesn't grab Takatomborg. So we're only playing 2 of it. You really, really don't want to draw multiples of this. It just sucks. Then we have a small punk engine. We're playing 3 of Madam Spider, 2 Xaymin, and 2 Deer Note. So Xaymin is obviously the monster searcher of the archetype, so obviously this is why you're playing this. If you grab Deer Note off of it, you can also summon another punk from hand, if you happen to have a punk in hand, so that's very helpful. Also, punks that are special summoned, by Deer Note's effect or otherwise, also are able to activate their effect, because Rite of Aramesir prevents normal summon monsters from activating their effects, your normal summon monsters, for that turn. So getting the Deer Note to special summon it can be very helpful. Now, why are we running the Trap Searcher? Well, it turns out the Monster Searcher isn't as necessary. If you get the Monster Searcher, that's awesome, and you can use it to grab the Deer Note and Deer Note to grab the spider, or to summon the spider if you happen to do it that way. Or if you have the Deer Note in hand, you can grab spider with Xaymin. But yeah, the reason we're playing, we're only doing a rank 3 engine. We're not doing all the other typical punk stuff. We're not even running the fusion monster because we're running so few punks that we actually don't want to run the fusion monster at all. You'll never be able to activate it. But it just so happens there is one good trap, and then there's an okay trap that we have just in case we draw the other one. So this is the good trap, Dangerous Gabu. You can target one effect monster your opponent controls, negate its effects until the end of the turn. Then if you control a punk monster, gain life points. You're not going to be controlling a punk monster, so don't even worry about that. But it's just a monster negate, and it's an extra monster negate, and it's a trap negate, and traps are very hard to deal with. There's not a whole lot of stuff that ignores traps, unless it ignores everything. We also have Nashiwari's Surprise in case we draw the Dangerous Gabu. I could cut this. I could see cutting this for something more useful. Maybe a third copy of Xeomin. This one allows you to pop a set monster your opponent controls. It's nothing good. It's just extra, just in case. Then we have our trap lineup of 3 Ash Blossom, 3 Ghost Ogre. These are also level 3s, so if you have to, you can normal summon these to get things started. Ghost Ogre also is an E-tele target if you happen to be in an emergency where you need to get Ghost Ogre out for some reason. There's the 3-item raid of Airmeseer. We have 1 Harpy's Feather Duster, just for clearing out back row. We actually don't have a whole lot of back row removal in this deck. It's basically just Nashiwari Surprise and the negate off of Griffin Rider, and of course Draco's back on the bounce. Alucard can also do it. It's just like, Harpy's Feather Duster is just good. It's just a good card. We're playing 2 Ghost Trick Shot for our Ghost Trick package, which I'll get into later. We're playing 3 Emergency Teleport because this card is crazy. It can get out any of our cards that we want, except for Deer Note, but we don't really want to get Deer Note out. And since it special summons it, you can activate the effects and everything. It's just a good card. You're usually going to be getting out one of the 2 punks. If you have Deer Note in hand, you're grabbing Xeomin. If not, you're grabbing Madam Spider. Yeah, just a really fucking good card. Definitely want to be playing it. And then we have our things I already mentioned, our traps and our spells for adventure and punk. So yeah, that's the main deck. Let's get into the extra. We have Baronne. We have a lot of level 3 tuners in here, and with a level 3 tuner and Wandering Griffin Rider, you can of course make Baronne. It's as simple as that. I don't know what else to say. We have Shenshen in here. Again, we're making lots of level 3 monsters and level 3 tuner monsters. 9s are very easy to do. Same with Ravenous Crocodile Arcthesis. Shenshen's a really powerful Floodgate. Baronne, of course, has the negate and the pop. Crocodile, you can actually make Crocodile with 2 non-tuners, allowing you to draw 2 cards when it's synchro summoned, which is kind of fun. You can also make Coral Dragon and Stardust Charge Warrior in order to go into either of those. Coral Dragon. So the reason we're playing Coral Dragon is if you have a tuner and a non-tuner and a non-tuner, and you want to go into a 6 and then a 9, because Coral Dragon is a tuner. And we have Stardust Charge Warrior if you happen to have 2 tuners and a non-tuner. So we have the 2 6s in here for both situations. And we also have Psyframe Lord Omega for the rare occasion when you summon Deer Note, because Deer Note and any of the 3 tuners will make Psyframe Lord Omega, which is a very powerful card. I've had boards where I make Psyframe Lord Omega Shenshen pass instead of the normal stuff that you make. And then we have the Ixies. Zeus is in here because we have Ixies. If you have Ixies, you're playing Zeus. It's really as simple as that. Zeus's board wipe effect is just so powerful. And you can also make extremely large Ixies in this deck. With the power of bamboozling Gossip Shadow, which we'll get into later. But let's get into the Ghost Trick package. So, this is something that has been expanded upon, or this was like first. Well, I don't know if it's first. I think he got it from someone else. But like I think the big popularizer of this strategy was MBT. MBT's Ghost Trick deck. Which it contained almost no Ghost Tricks, but did contain a lot of the extra deck monsters, including these ones. And basically the idea is any 2 3s makes Ghost Trick Alucard, which is a generic rank 3 monster. You make Alucard. If you want to, you can activate Alucard's effect in order to pop a set card. Then you go into Ghostrick Angel of Mischief off of Alucard, because Angel of Mischief is also generic, but also can be Ixie summoned by using a Ghostrick Ixie's monster you control, like Alucard. So you make Angel of Mischief on top of Alucard. Angel of Mischief effect sending Alucard specifically to grab Ghostrick Shot is a searcher. We grab Ghostrick Shot. Ghostrick Shot special summons a Ghostrick monster from the hand or graveyard, including Ixies. There's no restriction. So you can grab Ghostrick Alucard back from the grave, make another Ghostrick Angel of Mischief on top of that Alucard, use it again to grab the second Ghostrick Shot. You can't use it again because it's a once per turn, but it does provide fodder in hand. Also, you send Alucard to grab the Ghostrick Shot, and you get the Ghostrick Shot in graveyard that you use to summon the Alucard back to your hand. So you have 2 pieces of card fodder in case you need to discard anything, which you do need to discard off of Fateful Adventure when you go grab things. So if you need to grab like Wandering Griffin Rider again, or grab a Water Enchantress at the temple later after that turn, you can do so and discard a Ghostrick Shot to do so. Very powerful resource engine in addition to just getting these funguses on the field. So what happens when you have 2 Ghostrick Angel of Mischief on the field? Well, they're both rank 4, so you make Utopic Future, and then we go into Utopic Draco Future. Simple as that. This card is crazy, cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. Then you can when your opponent activates a monster effect, you can detach a material, negate the activation, and then gain control of it if that monster is on the field. Just a crazy powerful card. If you've seen the Budget Seal series, you know exactly how powerful it is. And we get to use that with the Adventure Engine. So your most common end board is going to be Adventure Token with Draco back, or Griffin Rider, Utopic Draco Future pass. But you can often have 2 extra level 3s on the field in order to make Bamboozling Gossip Shadow. Now, Bamboozling Gossip Shadow has 2 effects that are very interesting for us. Once per turn, when an opponent's monster activates this effect, quick effect, you can detach 2 materials from this card. The activated effect becomes each player draws 1 card. So you can basically negate an effect by making it each player draws a card. Gains you advantage, gains them advantage, but gets rid of their monster effect. So it works out. And its second effect is transfer. You can target a number Ixies you control, attach this card to it as material. Draco Future is a number monster. So Bamboozling Gossip Shadow can attach itself and all materials it may have on it. If it doesn't have any materials, it just attaches itself to Draco Future in order to give it an extra negate. Or in the case of if you put them all on there, an extra 3 negates. However, I would recommend keeping the Bamboozler on the field just because it's an extra negate, an extra piece of interaction. But yeah, that's the extra deck. I think this is a really sick deck. We'll talk briefly about the side. I'm not really sold on the side. There's like little things here and there, like Lancia. I'm not sure, because Lancia is really good if your opponent is playing Adventure, and then extremely not good if it's on your turn, you know. Token Collector is also good against Adventure, not but also can hurt yourself. Ghost Bell is a good card. Dimensional Barrier is actually really good. I think most people will have this in their side somewhere, or you'll see a lot of it at the very least. This card is crazy, and so is Anti-Spell Fragrance. But again, Anti-Spell Fragrance on a deck that relies so much on spells like we do, but as long as you're activating on your opponent's turn, it should be fine. And then we have Red Reboot in case your opponent has gone into Dimensional Barrier or Anti-Spell Fragrance. Luckily, with our synchro lineup, in addition to our Ixies lineup, we can kind of pivot between the two if we get Dimensional Barriered. But yeah, still would have the Red Reboot in the side because Anti-Spell Fragrance will ruin us. But yeah, I think that's everything about the deck. So let's get into some test hands. This is a weird one. Okay, we have not drawn any of the adventure stuff, which is a problem. We also happen to have a weird hand. So we're gonna emergency teleport first, I think. We're gonna want to summon Xeomin because we have the deer note in hand. Activate Xeomin. Do not activate Ghost Ogre. We'll grab Madam Spider. Deer note effect. Targeting Madam Spider. Madam Spider, please. Thank you. Madam Spider effect. We'll grab the trap that negates. There we go. Now we can only activate one of these psychic trackers, so we'll just go ahead and do that. We still have a normal summon too. I think I want to do the Ghostrick line. I like Utopic Draco Future. So we'll go Angel of Mischief on top of our Alucard. Angel of Mischief, sending Alucard. Specifically, if you don't send Alucard, it won't work. Ghostrick shot to hand. Ghostrick shot effect. Summoning Alucard. Alucard, rather Ghostrick Angel of Mischief on top of that Alucard. Activate the Ghostrick Angel of Mischief effect, sending Alucard to grab the second Ghostrick shot. You could theoretically play a Ghostrick trap, but none of them are good. So I just do a second shot, just in case. That way you don't brick on anything. Because if you can't search shot, or if you can't search anything, rather, off of the first Ghostrick Angel of Mischief, you can't do the combo. So if you've drawn shot, and you don't have another shot in deck, you are fucked. Okay, so now we have Utopic Draco Future on the field. We're going to normal summon this other psychic tracker, just so we can go into something, and we're going to go into Bamboozling Gossip Shadow. So we'll set that, we'll do that in defense position. We'll set our trap, and so here we are with 3 negates. Not the ideal board. Oh wait, actually we have the Ghost Ogre as well. So, not an ideal board, but we still have plays even without the adventure engine, I think this shows. However, if they had Nibiru, if your opponent has Nibiru in that situation, you are fucked, and there's nothing you can do about it. Okay, so in this situation here, okay, so first off, we're going to normal summon Water Enchantress. We'll special summon the tracker. We keep drawing 2 tracker. I do not like that. Okay, we're gonna have to do the adventure line after we do the Utopic Future line, which is fine, but we are weak to Nibiru during this, I believe. I haven't actually counted. It's tempting to send the Water Enchantress. Do not send the Water Enchantress. You have to send Alucard. But yeah, I haven't counted, but I'm pretty sure we do enough summons for Nibiru to come down before Utopic Future does. Because yeah, it's 2 to summon, then 3 for Alucard, 4 for Angel of Mischief, and then we have to make Alucard again. Yeah, we're way past 5 at this point. Oh, let's do the other search, just to get out of the deck. There we go. And we'll activate the trigger effect to get the other one back. It's like, literally, there's just not another good Ghostrick spell trap to use to search off of this. So you might as well just grab a second shot, you know? So at the very least, you could use it more than once, you know? You can use it on the next turn. Alright, so now we have the Water Enchantress of the Temple in Grave. There we go. We can do that. Grab Rite of Aramesir. Activate Rite of Aramesir. Make the token. Grab Fateful Adventure. We'll activate Fateful Adventure. Grab Wandering Griffin Rider. Pitch a Ghostrick shot, because we don't need that anymore. Summon the Griffin Rider. activate Fateful Adventure. Have you seen this one before? It's adventure token. I love you. Oh, you're so good. So here we are. Let's go ahead and do this. We'll emergency teleport for Madam Spider. Activate the Madam Spider effect to grab the negate. And then we'll make Baronne, because Baronne is slightly better than Wandering Griffin Rider. And we'll set the trap that is also a negate. So here we are at the end with 1 negate, 2 negates, and also Baronne can get back the Wandering Griffin Rider next turn. Baronne also has a pop. We have a bounce with Draco back, and we have the negate in the trap, and we have an Ash Blossom in hand. Psychic Tracker is just rotting away because we drew 2 of them. Let's do another one. Ooh. Okay. I drew the Draco back, not what you want to see. So we're going to go ahead and ride away Armisier. We'll make the adventure token, play the Fateful Adventure. We'll activate the Fateful Adventure. Grab the Wandering Griffin Rider. Oh, what do we want to... I guess we'll send Draco back, because it should activate. Yeah, okay, cool. I've never actually had to do that. There we go. Activate Griffin Rider. Now we can activate Deer Note to summon Xeomin. Since it was special summoned, we can activate the effect to grab Madam Spider. By the way, I didn't use the spell one because the spells for Punk are terrible. Now we could go into Baronne, but I always think if you can make 2 3s, going for Griffin Rider and Utopic Draco Future is way better than getting rid of Griffin Rider for Baronne and not having the Draco Future. If you can make the Draco Future and Baronne, definitely do it. But yeah, in this instance we can make the Draco Future. We can't make Baronne as well. So that's what we're gonna do. Grab the other Ghostrick shot. We'll activate the trigger effect just to get some fodder. And then we'll make everyone's favorite Utopic Draco Future. There we go. I mean, 2 negates, a bounce, and an Ash. Or, no, this is the bounce. I was pointing at this is the bounce. Yeah, that's not bad. Oh, this is a weird one. What do I do here? I guess we'll E-Telly, and we'll summon Xeomin. Xeomin effect to grab Dia Note. Dia Note, Madam Spider. Madam Spider to grab the trap. Gabu. That's the one we want. Don't want the other one unless we've drawn Gabu. Probably should have made Adventure first, actually, instead of going into this line. pitch Alucard, grab shot. Because, you know, like I said, this line is weak to Nibiru, and if you do the adventure line first, you have the negate from Griffin Rider to protect from Nibiru. So that's the reason to do it in that order instead. But we have dedicated ourselves to this line, so we might as well go all the way through it with it. Yep, we'll do that. Doing it in this order does give you the Ghostrick shots in order to discard for Fateful Adventure. But yeah, it's safer to just do it the other way. If you don't think your opponent's on Nibiru, you can do it this way. But yeah. Okay, now let's just Water Enchantress from hand to get Rite of Aramesir. You usually don't Water Enchantress from hand in this deck, so it's a little weird to do so. But we're doing it anyways. Okay, Fateful Adventure from deck. Fateful Adventure. Grab Wandering Griffin Rider. Pitching a shot. Activate. Right there. Grab Draco back. Right there. Alright, and now we can special Water Enchantress from hand in order to normal summon Xaymin and ooh, this is interesting. We could actually go a few different directions here. We could go into Bamboozling Gossip Shadow, or we could go into one of these. Let's if we go into Stardust Charge Warrior, we can draw a card. But I don't think there's a single card we can... Well, there is actually a single card we can draw. There's exactly 2 cards left in our deck that we can draw. Because we used an emergency teleport already. So if we draw exactly emergency teleport off of Stardust Charge Warrior, we can do one more thing. I don't think it'll happen, but let's just see if it does. Otherwise, we would have made Gossip Shadow, I think. I think the right way was making Gossip Shadow. That's literally the worst one it could have been. Well. We'll just set our trap. And there you have it. A boar. Just pretend this is Gossip Shadow. One more. Maybe. Because there's a few other things I want to show off. I want to show off the synchro package. And all that. Okay, so Rite of Aramesir. Oh, I put it in defense for some reason. Actually, you know what? I'm not even going to show you this one. Because this one doesn't do anything cool. It just makes 3s. Yeah, it just does the same stuff we've already been doing. This one will end on Utopic Draco Future, Adventure Token, Griffin Rider. That's all. And an Ash Blossom in hand. Like, the Xaymin will be able to get a P.U.N.K monster, but we can't do anything with it, because if we normal summon it, it doesn't have this effect. I'm just going to restart. Try and get something a little more interesting. Okay, here. Oh, well, this one's a little interesting. We're going to activate E-Telly. We're going to grab Xaymin. Xaymin effect. To grab Dianote. We're going to normal Water Enchantress. We're going to Alucard. Doesn't matter if it's in defense mode or not. You could put it whatever position you want. Because we're just going to do this. Alucard. Ghostrick shot. You've all seen this part before. I'm going to try and speed through it without fucking it up. Hopefully. And then we'll make the other Ghostrick. The effect. Alucard. Grab shot. Activate Alucard to grab shot. Then we make Utopic Future. And once you get Utopic Draco Future on the field, you are also safe from Nibiru. But it telegraphs so easily once you make Utopic Future. Because Utopic Future doesn't protect, I don't think. I'm gonna right away Eremisier. Look at our hand. We have fucking 7 cards in hand. Crazy. Alright, Eremisier. Adventure token. Fateful Adventure from deck. Fateful Adventure. Grab Griffin Rider. Pitch Shot. Summon Griffin Rider. Activate Fateful Adventure. Draco back. Equip it. Alright. And now, Deer Note, Spider. We'll summon the Spider. Spider effect. And here's where we grab the other trap. Actually, wait, no, we drew the bad one, and now we grab the other one. Oh, this wasn't interesting at all, actually. Well, we'll make Baronne. And we'll pass on a destruction of a set card, a negate, the other way around actually, and 2 other negates, a bounce, and a Ghost Ogre, and also the Baronne can get the Wandering Griffin Rider back after we use its negate on our turn, assuming it survives. Does this one do anything interesting? Okay, so junk forward. The junk really does go forward. Alright, Psychic Tracker. Then we do all that junk. We use the Psychic Tracker. Yeah, no, this doesn't do anything interesting. Sometimes it's hard to find anything interesting going on in here. Oh, this is a weird one. Okay, so this is a hand where we've bricked pretty hard. Like literally, I think this is about as bad as it bricks. But we can still do some stuff. First off, E-Telly. E-Telly for, I guess, Madam Spider. Will Madam Spider to grab the other trap, the bad trap. We don't have any of the adventure stuff, so we're just going to normal summon and activate the effect here. We'll grab Deer Note just for later. And then we can do this nonsense. So we can still make Utopic Draco Future and then set 2 cards here. Is this one interesting? I don't know. Okay, let's say that our opponent has set Dimensional Barrier. And that's all. For some reason, they just set Dimensional Barrier past. We're gonna normal summon Water Enchantress, special summon Wielder, and they know what we're doing. They called what's it called? Well, I guess this one doesn't actually do a whole lot. It's like we can make Stardust Charge Warrior, draw his Warrior, junk forward. You gotta be kidding me. Then we can do adventure stuff. So this one isn't very impactful because we can't even normal summon any of these anymore. Maybe we should have normal summoned Xeamin and grabbed Deer Note. Yeah, that probably would have been better. But then we wouldn't have had a normal monster, or like a non-tuner. So in that theoretical scenario, we would have been just fucked. Also, if you normal summon and activate its effect, we can't do the stuff we want to do. Okay, so this one is kind of the same as before, I think. Xeamin effect. or not same as before, but same as ones we've seen before. Dear Note. We just like bricked on this adventure card. Dear Note to summon Madam Spider. Oh, Madam Spider effect. We'll grab that. Okay, for this one, what we can do as it's a little bit interesting is we can now normal summon Water Enchantress. And theoretically, we could go into Stardust Charge Warrior, go into Shenshen Pass. Shenshen Pass with the trap and the Ghost Ogre. Oh wait, no, if we go into Shenshen, we can also do Water Enchantress and do the adventure line. So we'd have adventure plus Shenshen. We can also go into the Alucard stuff using Water Enchantress and Madam Spider. And then once we're done with the entire combo, making Draco Future, we make the adventure line, we do the adventure combo, and then we have a spare level 3 tuner that we can go into Baronne with. So we could do either one of those paths. Obviously the Draco Future path is a little better, but yeah, if you get Dimensional Barrier, you gotta do what you gotta do. This doesn't do anything. This is nothing. Wow. So this is why I say you can probably take the Speedroid stuff out and replace it with something else. I like it though. I think it's funny. Alright, so Rite of Aramesir. If you draw Rite of Aramesir, you do this first. Always. Oh, we drew the Fateful Adventure. I forgot. I was like, what? Where's the rest of it? How do we want to do this? Because we need, well, no, we don't need that. We don't need the Dear Note. We can actually activate this, grab the Griffin Rider, pitching Dear Note, summon the Griffin Rider, because the Dear Note is just nothing in our hand right now. We're not going to draw it, and we're not going to draw anything to make it not nothing. So we're going to go ahead and do this, equip it. Alright, and now we can special summon Water Enchantress using the effect. And since we did that, we can now special summon the Psychic Tracker. And now we have full Ghostrick combo. I'm not going to do the whole thing, you've seen it plenty. Okay, here's one where Junk Forward actually gets to do its thing. So we Junk Forward. We drew a Ghostrick shot. This is why we play 2. This is rough. We don't have a way to special summon either of these. And if we activate their effects, we can't activate Rite of Aramesir. So I think we just do the normal summon and then we just make Draco Future. We have to search shot. It doesn't really change much the fact that we drew 1 shot. If we drew 2 shot, it would just be broken. The entire combo would be broken. Okay. So Rite of Aramesir. Play Fateful Adventure from the deck. Fateful Adventure. Now here is a weird one. Well, I think we still want to get the Wandering Griffin Rider. Yeah, I mean the advantage of pitch shot. The advantage of having the Xeomin is really nice. Using the Water Enchantress to summon itself would be really nice. But the Griffin Rider is just so much better. So we'll normal summon P.U.N.K, which allows us to special summon Tracker and special summon Wielder. Now we can make the Ghostrick line with these fellas, and then we can make Baronne with these 2. Oh, Terror Top! Here we go. Okay, Terror Top. Activate the effect of Terror Top. Grab Takatomborg. Takatomborg special summons. And we have 1 card Ghostrick combo. We also could have summoned the Psychic Tracker. I actually don't think that would have been a good idea. Well, we actually do have a normal summon. So we can go the Ghostrick line, and then we can also normal summon like Ghost Ogre, and special summon our Psychic Tracker, and then go into something else. Probably just Bamboozler. Oh, 2 E-Tellies. Okay, E-Telly. We'll grab Xayman. We'll grab Deer Note. Deer Note effect. Targeting Xayman. We'll special summon the Wielder as well. And we're all tuners, baby. And I think you can kind of see where it goes from here. We do the Ghostrick combo, we E-Telly out Madam Spider. And we can make Bamboozler. And we can grab the trap with Madam Spider's effect. And we have a Ghost Ogre in hand. I'm trying to see if there's like any other combination of cards where things get crusty. This is one. Okay, this one's really crusty. Actually, it's not crusty at all. I forgot that you can just normal summon the Ash Blossom. Never mind. Because if you just normal summon, we'll activate that too. Fuck it. Just pretend we have the Griffin Rider. I don't want to bother getting it. Really emergency teleport out Madam Spider. And then she grabs the trap. Yeah, that's not crusty at all, because there's just so many ways to special summon. Takatomborg is a bit of a brick. But that's combo. Like, it's just that easy. This deck is so fucking good. I love it. It's something a little different than what everyone else is playing, and I really enjoy it. Does this do anything different? There's no adventure stuff, so let's just see what we can do. Alright, Madam Spider effect to grab the trap. E-Telly to grab Xayman. Xayman effect to grab Deer Note. Doesn't really do anything for us, but it does sit there in hand. It truly does sit there in hand. We'll grab Tracker actually, because Tracker's a non-tuner. Let's fucking just have some fun. Stardust Charge Warrior, activate the effect. Ghostrick shot. And then we'll make Shenshen. Yay, we made Shenshen! And we get a trap too. Wow, look at that. Wait, Shenshen's a wind! I forgot! Unfortunately, we already used our normal summon, so that doesn't do anything. If we hadn't had to use our normal summon to do all that, that would have been so funny. I think there actually was a way, maybe? If instead of normal summoning Madam Spider, we had waited, use the E-Telly to grab Xayman, use Xayman to grab Deer Note to summon Madam Spider, use the E-Telly to get the Psychic Tracker, we make Shenshen, and then we still can normal summon the Ghost Ogre to make the Draco Future. Oh, that's so funny. I wish I could have done that. I wish I hadn't fucked that up. Okay. So I think for this one we just have to do that immediately. We grab Rite of Aramesir. Rite of Aramesir make the token, play Fateful Adventure. Fateful Adventure. We'll grab Water Enchantress, since we already have the Griffin Rider, and we'll pitch a Madam Spider. We can activate the effect to special summon itself, and then trigger the effect to grab Draco back. And of course we can also do Griffin Rider. We'll normal summon, but obviously we can't activate the effect. But we can then go into our Ghostrick combo. So when you draw the Griffin Rider, you can actually grab the Enchantress off of Fateful Adventure and use it for combos and stuff. Yeah, I mean this is the deck. It makes it very consistently. The consistency of the deck is extremely high. Power level is probably not up to the power level of some other decks, but I think it is still a really cool option, and is going to be it is potentially something that could be playable, not just at the locals level, but like in tournaments. I think it's good enough for that, but I could be wrong, and I don't think this is by any means optimal. I mean, I have been tinkering with it. I've made it more optimal than it was when I first started it, but this has just been me working on it. Nobody else has been like helping me with it, other than like obviously I took the Ghostrick combo and everything like that, but like other than that, this has all been my own work. And the thing about deck building is that deck building is best done in a community, so I put this out there to all of you to help improve upon it, and hopefully it'll be a cool deck, cool fun deck for us all to play in this really weird little format we find ourselves in. You know, it certainly seems powerful enough to stick around for a while. Now let me just go check the internet real quick. Oh. Well, enjoy this deck while you can. It's not going to be around for much longer. I mean, it'll still be here, but it won't be strong enough to deal with those, I don't think. Oh no. So that's about it. Let me know what you thought of it. Let me know what you think of this new format for doing videos. I changed up how I set it up, so I hope you liked it. Let me know what you think of the deck, how you can improve it, and let me know if you want to play it. Let me know if you play it. If you do anything cool with this deck, let me know, please. I want to hear about it. Yeah, I think that's about it for now. If you like this video, give it a like, a share, and a subscribe. As usual, make sure you ring the bell so you get notifications when my new videos go up. Make sure you follow me on Twitch, where I play video games, including Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a video game. Have you heard about Master Duel? Speaking of, once Ghostrick Shot releases in Master Duel, you bet your ass I'm making this deck in Master Duel. So keep an eye out for that. Make sure you follow me on Twitter too, because if you follow me on Twitter, you'll get to hear about things when they're going to happen. Also, if you want to help support the channel, you can subscribe to my Patreon, help us out on the monthly tier. I also have a tip link through Stream Elements. I also have a throne wish list where you can buy me things if you want, or if you want to buy things, you happen to want to buy this deck perhaps. Well, I just so happen to have a TCG Player affiliate link that you can use down in the description when you go to buy singles, sealed product, or trading card accessories. So if you want to grab any of those, use my affiliate link down below and go to TCG Player, and you can purchase them and help support the channel all at the same time. Yeah, and also make sure to join the Discord. hang out with me and my girlfriend Haru. We have a great time there. I also organize Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments there, so make sure you drop on by. Okay, that's it from me, so I'll see you in the next one. Be kind to yourselves, be kind to others, and have a wonderful rest of whatever time it is for you. Bye everyone! Bye bye!